Beautiful, Catherine.
There we go.
Yay!
I'm excited, Doug.
Me too. Let's get it in the oven. Hi, Catherine.
Hi, Doug.
So my friend Catherine came by today with a wonderful haul of fresh figs. And I didn't know she was coming, but she also brought a recipe with her. What recipe are we gonna make?
Well, Ina Garden.
We love Ina.
Yes. And she's got a fig ricotta cake recipe. Yeah, tell me about the method for softening butter, because
Well-
I've never done it this way before.
Well, I did not have the softest butter for this recipe, so I cubed it and I laid it on an aluminum style tray to absorb some of the heat from the sticks of butter, and it's sort of a rapid way to soften it if you didn't leave it out overnight.
It is super soft now.
All right, and then a whole cup of sugar, and we're just gonna let that run for 3 minutes. While you're doing that, I read a little bit more about the recipe, and I've got some of these dry ingredients going. We've got flour, baking powder, and salt, and I'm gonna give this sort of a whisk to kind of sift it together.
Excellent.
How are we doing in there, Catherine?
I think we're fluffy. There you go. It got some air inside there, and that's really going to give our cake some nice structure. Well, now that the butter's all nice and fluffy with the sugar, we're going to give it a final scrape down, and then we're going to move on to adding in the eggs.
All right, excellent. So you crack the eggs in a separate bowl to make sure you don't have a bad egg. That's an Ina-ism, do you know that?
Ooh. Everybody in the pool.
So you think you're there?
I think we're there.
All right, I'm gonna be your nurse. Doctor, you take a cup of ricotta.
Cup of ricotta.
Okay. She says it might look lumpy. Ina says that in her recipe, so that's okay. And this is like a full fat ricotta. While you're doing that, 2 tablespoons of sour cream. Just 1, just 2. Half a teaspoon of vanilla and lemon zest, which I have done for us as
Now
well.
I'm just giving us another scrape of the bowl.
And so now we add dry.
Correct.
You want
Dry
me
to wet.
Dry to the wet. Just trying like my paw technique. I have clean hands. We're gonna bake this in a spring form, right, which we already prepared. You butter and flour it. And the temperature of the oven is,
375.
that's right, and we have that on too.
That looks like it's coming together really, really beautifully.
All right. Yeah, that looks good. It smells good. And we don't even have the figs in yet.
Mm.
Now, how many figs do we need?
You're going to use anywhere from 8 to 12.
Okay.
So I made sure we had plenty.
Yeah, and they're really like nicely ripe.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I'm gonna get our batter into the pan. Does that sound good?
That sounds great. Well, what you all don't know is that I had so many figs, Doug and I cut them up and had them in our salad for lunch today.
It's been a figlicious day. I'm giving it that one last scrape on the bottom just in case my mixer didn't pick something up. But this is nice. It's a lot of dairy, so it's like a pretty wet kind of cake batter. Catherine, great job.
Well, thanks.
Making
I had a
our
good
batter.
instructor.
All right, so I guess we just smooth this around.
A trick I learned in home ec that I have used every time I've made a cake since high school
Yes.
is to just take it about 3 or 4 inches above and drop it.
Yes.
And any air bubbles will pop to the surface.
Oh, I like that
And you
idea.
drop it 3 or 4 times and that should get
That
all the air
actually just
out.
did it. That did it.
That did it. There you go.
Do you want to arrange our figs?
Sure.
Okay.
And we're going to arrange the figs in just fun little circles. We might have to make a fig sauce.
It's kind of beautiful before we even bake it.
The colors are just so vibrant.
I like that. So this is the final flourish. You're putting a little turbinado sugar across the figs.
Yes, that's
And-
correct.
And then it's going to go in the oven and get all nice and, I don't know, crispy and oozy and all the good things on top.
The sugar will just give it a little bit of a crunch on the top.
I like that. Beautiful, Catherine.
There we go.
Yay!
I'm excited, Doug.
Me too. Let's get it in the oven. It looks so good. Well, what a tragedy. You cut too many figs. What are we going to do?
Cheers.
Cheers. Mmm. They're so good.
Oh my.
Here. That looks great.
Ooh. Look at the golden crust on the top of
Yum.
that.
Almost deaf. Yep, just little moist crumbs. It's cool enough to handle.
It sure enough is.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Wow. There we go.
Oh, that looks good. Thank you,
Oh,
Catherine.
can't wait.
Yeah. I think it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's been really hard waiting for about 15 minutes for this to cool. It smells spectacular.
Aww.
Oh, Doug.
It looks good. Yeah, look at that. Crumb.
It's really tender.
You brought a little extra something.
I did.
Okay.
Creme fraiche.
Would you like it on or on the side?
Maybe on the side.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right. This is like a vanilla bean creme fraiche, so why not?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let me get a little of that, a little of
A
that.
little of that. Oh,
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a ricotta cake before.
No, I don't know if I have. I've definitely not made one. Boy, that's,
That is really tender and delicious.
yeah. It's really like, it's got a lot of good like moisture in a good way. And then the figs have sunken down.
Oh, my mouth is in a happy place.
Oh, Catherine, thank you.
This could not have turned out better. So happy to spend the afternoon with you.
You too.
Thank you, Doug.
And thanks, Ina. All right, excellent.
Or excellent. Couldn't help myself.
Get that out there without banging. Oh, I got to do this close to the bowl. I don't trust myself.
Oh, Doug, look at that. Whoops. And I'm sliding it everywhere.
That's going in the blooper reel. It's 4 o'clock.
It's 4 o'clock.
All right.